Okay. How are we looking? We're looking okay, I think. Okay. Let's get going. You're a little bit big, I think. So grab you. I think he's okay. Like that. Looks good. Okay, let's get moving. Let's put on some ground power. Here we go. If we have a look out. Right there. Got our ground power unit over there doing its thing. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to recreate our flight we did last night before we had our crash, and hopefully it won't crash. That would be good, wouldn't it? That's what I'm thinking. Interesting that we've got these lights here. I know what it is because ground power. So I'm going to align our IRSs. Get you happening. See if we can get a couple of things working here. We are at KIDA. There we go. It's a good thing. Guess we can turn on some, let's get some heating. How's our temperature? It's 10 degrees. Oh well, anyway, we'll start this because we're going to have to do it anyway. We can have our lights on for now, get some air happening.
Flight attendants prepare for takeoff, please.
IRSs.
The cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
There's one flashing and two flashing. Love it. Okay. Next page. Grab that one. Throw it in there. Excellent. Go in there. And we are going to KP DX, if I am correct. Okay, as for our fuel, we're going to have to check that out. So, I'm going to rip this up here and go. Seven 15.9. Okay. Weight and balance. 7 and 15.9. Leave that in there. Good. There we go. Slap that in there. We're going to put our reserves in for 2. Usually about that. Cost index. Let's just say 50. We're going to get given something like 6. Cruise altitude's 3.6. Our cruise wind will be something like, there it is, 36,305.035. What? There's no such thing as a 365.0/035. Put that in there, and we've got minus 46. Minus 46. In there. Off we go. Outside air temperature is 10 degrees. And throw 5 in there. Lovely. 145. Off we go. Wow, that's these cleaning guys are really loud. 145, and we're going to 36,000 feet. We're going to up our cabin pressure. Now I should remember this flight from last night, really, shouldn't I? It was only last night it happened. Awesome, awesome, awesome. CG, yes. And we're going to do 4. It's pretty close, yeah. Verified takeoff speeds, departure. We are taking off at 02 straight out. And we're going to jump to our next page, and we are going to go What are we going to go? And here is our... Alright, hello there. The skies can't hear you. You can't hear me. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Testing. Really? Test. You should be able to hear me. Oh, you can't hear me because you're flying. Oh, GG last night. Yeah, it crashed out on me. Yeah, it was weird. Streamlabs died, and so did X-Plane. So yeah, I got screwed. Wasn't too happy about it. No, I wasn't. And I am sorry that we left. So, what do we got here? We're going to take off from 16 left. Actually, we better do that first. Let's do that. We'll get in here. Archer. No, we're not. No, that's alternate route. 02 Jotba. Route. Jotba. J-O-T-B-A. Jotba. And then, well, it's definitely an easy one. There's not much to put in here, so let's go straight into our arrivals. We're going to go to the Hood 4 and 28 left. ILS 28 left, there we go. And if I do remember correctly, from last night before we crashed as in computer crash. We don't like to crash in general. I think it was a Schaefer. I think that was it. Route, activate. Now that should be good. We better check these because, you know, sometimes they don't go to plan. Discontinuity there, fix him up. Okay, let's click through here. Decel, pretty simple one, and go. Okay, I trust it. And if I don't trust it, we'll just sorry, I thought I heard the better half say something to me. And I'm back. Reposition. GG, what's your flight today? We're flying out of Idaho Falls for Portland. The same one. So we're going to try it again and see if we can not have a problem, not have a crash. I don't know why it crashed. Maybe just a bit of a rarity, but we better get these things happening. I think we've got everything here. Let's stop our cleaning and loading. We're probably going to need to push back. I think everything else is good. Thank you. Okay, let's call our pushback. Plan. Still still a bit iffy in VR, this pushback, so I have to actually lean forward.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Okay, things are happening. Request pushback. Computer does think about
Great news, Captain, your tow's coming.
Excellent. Here she comes. Or I'm assuming it's a male actually. Okay, let's start to prep ourselves. Let's put some fuel pumps on. I won't need to worry about them because we don't have anything in them. We didn't fix our emergency lights. Put out. We're going to start our APU. We hadn't even started it. Interesting. Is she going to come on up? No? Oh, here we go.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Well, that was a bit premature because I wasn't quite ready because we didn't put the APU on. I'm just going to quickly have some coffee here. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know why we crashed. Not know why we crashed last night, but I'm hoping, usually I don't have any problems. I don't actually have any crashes. Touch wood. But we'll see how we go. Waiting for our APU to stabilize here. There she goes. We'll do that. That's a good start. Okay, so...
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Thank you, and we're going to clear
Here comes the pushback. Line them up.
Thank you, Cat. Let's get happening here. Now, make sure I haven't missed anything. I think we're okay. We better turn our packs off like that, and then we're going to pull this over here, and hopefully up we go. American Airlines. I usually don't fly this livery, but I thought I'd give it a go. This is actually the default one, so why not? Okay, looking like we're pretty good. We've got over 20 and under 30, so we're looking sweet there. Back we go. We're taking off on 02 as well, so we do need to head down this way, and then we're going to come flying back up this way. Yeah. Okay, we're away from the terminal that isn't a terminal, so we can put those on. Good. So that one has stabilised. We're going to throw in some gens there, and we're going to bring in numero uno. And just because it's going to happen, I'm going to put on our anti-icing because, well, you know what? Let's leave them. Because let's face it, we're not going to be in the clouds. I'm no expert on anti-icing either, so we do have 5 flaps. We have RTO ready to go. I think we're just about ready there, waiting for this to stabilize.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Thanks, sir. Oh, let's put our fuel in there.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Looking good? Yep. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. We can pull off our APU. Bring our packs back on. Isolation to auto. Throw in our probe heats, and we'll get this show on the road. Road on the show. Okay. I think we're just looking for our little friend to say disconnect, which he is. I looked at my screen, so basically I can hit disconnect and he's gonna go on out. Hasta la vista. Yep.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's get going here. Taxi lights can come on. That's cool. That's cool. We're good. Okay. Let's take off the old handbrake. Let's head down our taxiway. Let's put our engines to continuous. Ready to go. We have a little bit of... Oh, let's get rid of that. So, hello there, Matthias. Welcome aboard. How you doing this evening? Well, it's this evening for us, for me anyway. What's the difference between native VR and just VR function in explain? Or is it the same? It's the same. It just means that we don't have to use any outside programs to actually get it going, like fly inside. So they just call it native. So yeah, it's just VR. Yeah, good. We're just recreating our flight we did last night where we had a bit of a problem. So we're just gonna take off again. Flying into Portland is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little flight approaching into Portland via the river there. So it's not right along the river, but you know, yeah, it's I also have an Oculus Rift. Yeah, cool. They they do really well. There's no doubt about it. TCAS is not on, so let's do that. I didn't actually check our QNH, but we could probably do that as we run down the runway here. ACARS, ATIS required, KIDA. Let's do that. Send, and hopefully we get that back up. There has been not getting it back yet. There have been airports that I haven't gotten any ATIS back. It's not imperative that we have it, let's face it. We're already on the ground. So do you how do you get a screen with the chat in the overhead? It's with Dash. So in Oculus Dash, in Oculus Home, you use the beta patch and it'll give you Oculus Dash. And so basically what you need to do is on your little controller, you've got your little menu button, you know, the little one that looks like the Oculus symbol. You just hit that and it brings up your everything, you know. As you can see, I've got OBS here. You can actually see things like us on YouTube, and then over here on, you know, all that type of jazz. What I will do, I will start bringing up our Navigraph here. It doesn't look like that may come up on the other screen, but I'll have to grab that. Okay, we need to get it moving a bit faster here, at least if we're in the air. Yeah, so just we'll take a couple of minutes and take off, and then I'll open it all up and we can have a good look at Navigraph and anything else. You know, it's really is great. Like, Dash is the way to do it. Now the problem I've had with Dash is that it would crash, Dash the crash. But if you use Microsoft Edge opposed to Google Chrome, it won't crash. And I've found that Google Chrome is such a resources hog that I don't use it. So yeah, I don't know why my touch controller has this laser beam all the time. Sometimes it gets a bit buggy. I actually did drop it, so it's maybe having a little bit of issues. So yeah, Idaho Falls. Now I do have the new HD runway 2.0 by Mr. X, actually. Nice, because I always wondered how I could look at my flight plan at the same time I had my, yeah, it is absolutely amazing. I've got people that friends of mine that are really jealous that they don't have it. But you know, other headsets will probably get it in time. It's definitely a way to go. Yeah. You also have the Oculus Rift headset. Yeah, certainly do. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do would not be able to do dash. Okay, how are we looking? We've got a runway down there somewhere. Have a look at us coming by. There we go. So, as far as I can tell, everything is set. Yeah, I always love to do a couple of these, you know. It's just great in VR to actually be able to do that. Do I use any yoke or anything? No, I only use these little numbers in the Zibo. And it's the way I like it because it just means that my hands are my hands. I don't have to put them down. I don't have to pick up touch controllers and stuff. I just find it the most immersive way to do it. So, you know, a lot of people don't agree with that. They want to do their HOTAS and stuff like that. You know, if I'm flying DCS, I will do completely the HOTAS, which is good because I can, you know, access everything I need. I have the Warthog too, so if I was to fly the A10, which I don't have, there's lots of things on there that are exactly the same as the A10 anyway. So, but I will fly with HOTAS if I have to, but I really don't want to. The only other way I don't mind it, and which is why I'm going to have to deal with if I get aircrafts that don't have, you know, full touch integration, is the VR mouse, which I wouldn't mind if I'm doing the HOTAS, because the biggest problem with sitting at desk and doing the HOTAS is obviously you have desks in the way. Yeah, so my desk over to the left is right there. Right here, then my desk is over there, but I have all this area here. I can reach all the way up here and I can't hit anything, so even all the way over there. Anyway, let's get going. Looking sweet. Taxi lights come off. Well, we'll leave them on. That looks good. Oh, you know what? Let's just leave them. Let's just go. Brakes off. We need to get going. Sweet. Bit of power. We're going to move. We got a bit of an uphill there here. These new textures for the runway are very, very good. Just have a quick look at them. Look at those. I hope they're not the one thing that crashed my sim last night, but I don't think so. I think frames wise they're pretty decent. There, right, I'm keen to have a drink of my coffee. So as soon as we get in the air, I'll have a bit of coffee. Let's slow us up here. We just fix our tiller so we're okay. I think that's good. Okay, so let's bring ourselves up to about 40. There she is. Let's hit our little toga button, which just sits under there. Looking good. Oh, we just got to check our nose wheel there. Oh, hey, hang in there. Okay, just play a little around with these rudders a bit. Looking good. Keeping that nose down. 8 knots, check. Very clear out there. I like that. Ooh, V1 rotate. There we go. Let's try to find that 15. Oh, up we go. Get that 15 degrees there. mucking around into the turn. Okay, let's go off with the landing gear and off with the brakes. Start tucking away our flaps there. And we may as well throw on our, let's get the autopilot working, because let's face it, that's what it's there for. And we look pretty good. Flaps are going away. I would love to have the Flight Factor A320 supported in VR. Yeah. As far as I know, the Flight Factor VR is a bit weird, like the whole mapping and everything. You know, I don't have the 757. I want an Airbus. I think I'm going to get the Taurus though. Okay, there goes our flaps away completely. Oh, we didn't turn off our tunnel. There we go. So a lot of farmland out there. So we've got a ways to go. I think it's about an hour and a half actually. Top of climb. Everything's running okay. Looking sweet. Yeah, Airbus is the next thing on the list. If you don't have the Flight Factor A320, then don't buy it. I know, but that's what a lot of people say. Well, that's not necessarily true these days. It's not way better. The Taurus is definitely catching up. Some of the systems in it are actually better than the Flight Factor. It's just that the cockpit's not. It's good. The sounds are really good now. As far as frames go, FPS in it's a hell of a lot better, so that's better for VR. And you can actually use it in VR now. Like, you can actually use the Taurus in VR. You can't use the Flight Factor at all. So I know it's the underdog, but I've heard lots of really good things about it, and I've been watching some streamers too, and they totally, you know, they love the Taurus. So anyway, that's just what I'm pushing for. But I do respect that a lot of people like, yeah. Cockpit textures are a lot better than they used to be, and to be honest, when it comes to textures in VR, you don't notice them as much anyway. So if they're not totally high definition textures, you're not gonna matter. Like even in here, some of these textures aren't fantastic, but you know, it doesn't actually really matter that much, so I'm not too bothered. Okay, well, look at that, we've got a bit of a headwind again. Okay, what are we headed through? 10,000. Well, let's get rid of those. We'll take them off. And up and away. Yeah, I know. There's so many people that don't agree with me, but yeah. I'm trying to look at it from a VR running perspective too. Like any aircraft that has way better frames than other ones always is a plus. Running pretty nicely here. I just seem to have a thing for the Taurus, I don't know. Okay, I didn't turn this off, that would have been a good one. Let's get rid of that. Sun is going down. Now there's some really interesting little mountains just off here to the left. I saw them yesterday. Strange. Yeah, I only stream in VR. Like, I don't stream in 2D at all. I may, just as I go to learn the Airbus, I may do some streams just because it will make it easier to learn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly. However, for all safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence. We have an excellent team on board today, and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
You know, from the comments on, at least on streams and stuff like that, like people say, yes, it's a great aircraft. That's kind of all you need. I know some people may say the flight factor is better, but that doesn't mean that the Tolus is not, you know, nearly as good or a great aircraft. So that's what I'm going for. I've just find the quality in XB VR too bad for me to play all the time. I don't think it's good. Like when you're 10 miles on fire and you can't see the runway at that time. Yeah, I guess so. But 10 miles, that's 10 miles. Just think of it as a hazy day. Okay, I better have some coffee. One sec. Have a look out the window there. Yeah, those type of things don't bother me too much. I just kind of think to myself, maybe I'm a pilot with not the greatest eyes, but the thing that gets me is the immersion. Samzo, welcome. Hey, good, I'm good, man. How are you? Good to see you again. Still haven't got that Airbus. Yeah, the quality, I know. The quality is definitely a lot different. It's not something that bothers me too much. Yeah, it doesn't bother me much at all, actually. I think when it comes to quality and what it looks like, I weigh up the immersion with the quality, and I just find that being inside the cockpit like this. Oops, we didn't do this. Yeah, being in VR just totally outweighs 2D, even with the quality. I'm flying 717 tonight, so we are both flying Boeing. A nice one, Samzo. Where are you flying? I'm flying Idaho Falls to Portland. Which, in saying that, oh, we actually got our ATIS. It's a bit bloody late for that, isn't it? What I am going to do though, being in the cockpit is amazing in VR. Yeah, there's nothing better. It's just what, you know, I could be streaming in 2D, but I would just be selling myself short because I want to fly in VR. So I try to make the best of it, and I try to make the stream look as good as I can, and you know, I try to keep the picture as easy to watch as possible. We're headed through 23,000. We're doing pretty good. Looks like we're doing 272. It's not a bad climb. What I was going to do was a grab. I've got to go for now. Hope you have a nice landing. Thanks, Matthias. Thanks for coming on board. Really appreciate you stopping by. Hope you come see us again. The streaming video is good though. It makes it more interesting than most streams. Ah, cool. It's just, you know, I've heard lots of comments of people not liking VR streams and they won't watch them. So, but that's okay. I think as people get more used to doing them and not moving their head as much, people will enjoy them a lot more. I try not to move my head too quick. Panther, hello, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. We're recreating our flight from last night, see if we can get to Portland without a crash. Now, I was going to bring up, where is it? What was I going to bring up? There you are. Okay, so what do we got? KP DX, is it? Sorry, I'll be with you in a second there, guys. Right now, I'm right back here, and I'm into it. Does Zibo have a HUD? No, the 900 does, but Well, what's going on here? I got a Honda Jet. What's a Honda Jet, Panther? For FSX, just B4. Yeah, so the 900 comes with a HUD, but it doesn't work properly. So yeah, but I'm not flying 900 here. I did fly it the other day actually, but I seem to like the 800 better. Now we're coming up to our top of climb. That's good. We're going to open up this. Now here's KPDX. We are flying into the 28 left, so we're going to have to look down here. 28 left. Yep, it's already here. It's here from last night. Lovely. So the 900, the 900 has a cool feature where it can tail strike the gate. Oops. Okay, so we are coming in from, I think it's Schaefer. I'm assuming we're going to hit Hipster. We'll have to have a look at that. Let's have a look. Legs. Schaefer, yes. Hipster, yes. So it looks to me we'd have to look at that again. And a dam is where we're going to hit our glide slope. So I'm going to say that's going to be our. So we'll have to remember that 2000. Oh, this little strip down there. God knows what it's called. Gunny! Hey, welcome aboard. Long time no see. Actually, not even that long. Just recently, I guess. What I will do though, I'm going to bring you guys down just a touch here. Hey, that works really good actually. Honda Jet. I don't even know what a Honda Jet is. What's this just B for, Panther? You're freaking me out, man. I don't know what... Yo, just B4. Homie. Okay, so I think we're looking good here. We're just about at our top of climb. We're gonna... We seem to be got this weird track happening. We're at 27 knot crosswind here. Well, it's not even cross, it's a headwind. Insufficient fuel. Lies. That's absolute lies. We're going to have a 1:10:05. We'll worry about that later. Honda made a tiny little business jet. It's pretty cool looking. It flies really good. Oh wow! I'll have to look that up. Oh! What is Why is it that I was getting these type of little stutters over here last night? You know what? I'm wondering if I have my Idaho backcountry ortho here. I don't know. Yeah, I'll Google it for sure. Let's have a look outside. Sim can't comprehend mountains. Yeah, well, hopefully we get through. Honda Jet, I will check it out. I do recall looking down at this little sharp mountain ridge here going, wow, that's a nice little detail. So hopefully we don't have a problem. If we crash around this area again tonight, I'm gonna think maybe there's a little bit up with the ortho or something, or having a bit of trouble with a bit of cross. Where are your mods? Honda's get a new 787 tonight. Oh, really? I have not flown in a 787. No, sorry. I haven't done as many flights since something like that. A mod for the live stream. Well, I don't really have that. You know, I don't have that many people on. Really, I don't think to need a mod just yet. I don't think. Taking off at 3. Oh, nice. From Seattle. Oh, that's wow. I wonder if they'll have something live about with that. That'd be awesome. How many 787s does Qantas have? I think we need a nice 787. It's funny when you go in some streams, all 3 viewers are mods. I saw a new VR glove project, gloves instead of controllers, I believe. Oh, yeah, I would definitely get them. Definitely, because I love these, but yeah, actual hands, that'd be sweet. Well, Shane has mods. Yeah, Shane's a pretty popular guy, so I know that he hasn't been streaming as much as he does videos, but I think he's doing more streams now, though, isn't he? So yeah, but I think he's got obviously a lot of mods on his Discord as well, so. They're getting 14. But they have 5. Okay, cool. I am Joe Lass. I'm Jelly. I'm Jelly Man. I'd like to watch more of Shane's streams, but I always end up streaming when he's streaming. So actually, I was watching. Oh, I was listening to him the other night, and because I was doing other things, but then I started my stream, so he was still flying by the time I got on the stream. So he's a good fella. Someone on my dev team and I have done a fleet pack for quality wings. So I just made, since we know it's called now, Boomerang. Sorry, Samzo, did you tell me what's your dev team? What are you working on? Oh, we're at 37,000 feet, 36,000 feet. Let's get things happening here. Looking good. How is? There's our top of descent. Quite a ways away, but anyway. OS FS. We do screenies and repaints. Sceneries, screenies. OS FS. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I've only been back, like I only started doing X-Plane 11 in February, and I hadn't done any flight sims for like 15 or so years. So yeah, just because I don't know OS FS, that doesn't mean anything. Nothing for X-Plane yet. Are you doing prepared? Well, we are running okay here. How's our temp out there? Well, I think we're doing good. Cool. Well, I'll have a look for you anyway. I want to start getting some stuff of ours to explain. Yeah. Any specific things you want to like get working in X-Plane? Our most known product is probably the 737 Fleet Pack. Probably that first on Zibo. Wow, yeah, cool, man. That's awesome. So you're working on these 737s, but are you an Airbus man? How do you feel about that? Hello, Gaming Haggis. How are you? Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. What VR system to use? Would you recommend it? I'm using the Oculus Rift. I have a Ryzen 1700 overclocked to only 3.65 at the moment, stock cooler, so I can actually bump that up. 1080 Ti, obviously 11 gig, 32 gig of RAM, obviously running on an SSD, but I'm streaming on the same computer as I do run X-Plane 11, so, but Ryzen's are pretty good at doing that, so I'm not too fussed. But everything runs good. I'm streaming in 1080p with 60 frames, so yeah, it's running pretty decent. I'm doing A330, so I was having a few random other things. Okay, cool. Hope that answers your question there, Haggis. And good. What is our descent? 232 nautical miles. Wow, that's a long way away, isn't it? And we're going to have a look here. 0. Oh, still got an hour to go. How about that? Hang on. So, Samzo, do you do like PBR textures and stuff like that? Wow, there's a little airstrip down in there. I'd love to know what that one is. See it down there? Look at that. So see if we can see what that is. That'll be interesting to know. Maybe it's not even on here. Nah, it's not even registering. There's voice there. I'll have to see if I can find out what that is. How cool is that? This looks like a bit of backcountry here. Definitely a lot of really awesome scenery. Wow, I've got to catch up here. I'm also getting a BA, but that gets a bit of work every few months. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we get some paid gigs and we make textures with them. Most of the time, it's just trying to get current photos of aircrafts here. Since what we try to do is all the paints hopefully painted in their current state. It's really cool. Let's jump over to our other seat, have a look outside this way. Impressive. So this is why I like flying in the States, because the terrain is a lot more impressive than Australia. Australia is very flat. But I did do a flight from Broome to Perth the other week. And that was pretty awesome because you could look down and it was totally red. Details down to how much dirt. So yeah, cool. I'll want to have a look, definitely. Got a bit of cloud out there. Now I can't see why we crash. Everything's running really nicely, so hopefully we're all good. Keep our eye on our top of descent. Anything else here that looks familiar? K-Boys. What's this? This might be Missoula, is it? Maybe? Maybe? How's everything? How's the sound? So are we running good on Twitch and YouTube? We've got a coffee here. 162%. If only that was the case in my flight. Yeah. I would like a 747. My only problem would be the flights being so long. I don't have time to do such long flights. I would love to be flying a 747. No, I actually, back in the day, like 15 years plus, I did have a 747 in FSX, and I think the one flight I did was Sydney to Bangkok, actually. So I took off in the night time, went to bed, got up and landed. That's the extent of what I can do. Sam's, where are you? Are you Aussie or? Just having a bit of coffee here, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that. Finished her off. So, are you going to go to bed and wake up and then land? Is that the story? You're in Melbourne. Ah, cool. Okay, why don't we get rid of our airports? We don't need them on there. Yeah, cool. I know Sean and Daz did a what did they do? Was it Sydney to LA flight a couple of weekends ago? They did the same thing. Head to bed. I like to try and do flights at the same time as real aircraft and the same reg as the real. Yeah, cool. Basically trying to mirror the real flight. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've been trying to do at least the same time of day, but I try to switch it up so I'm not always doing night flights, because let's face it, when I fly, it's usually kind of dark a lot of places. I guess Europe will be fine. But yeah, I do like a night flight. But I wanted to redo this flight because it crashed last night. But it's about time I do another night flight. That's why I like Europe. Yeah, but I've got to get more ortho for Europe. That's the problem. I need to get a hard drive. So yeah, what did we say? 185. Okay. Are we looking at some tall mountains coming up? What do we got? What's here? 80 nautical miles. Probably have something like well, we're not really near Mount Rainier, are we? Five degrees globe slope. And in Europe I can't fly my Embraer in the city with this steep approach. Oh really? Wow. Which Embraer? Is that a 195 or? It's one of the jets, isn't it? Let's have a look outside and see what we got. Okay, sorry about the swivel. Amazing countryside. Where's my rudder pedals? Right there. We're back. 190 and 170. So that's in prepared though, isn't it? It's not in It's not an X-plane. Do you fly any X-plane? That sun doesn't seem to be lowering very fast, does it? You don't have X-plane yet. Ah. Well, I'm sure you've got all the scenery for prepared. Did you see the new 747-8 coming out? Have you seen the beta version of it? I saw a couple of people streaming it. I think I saw, who did I see? Was it Chewy? He was flying from Boeing Field over to, he's delivering it for UPS or something. Yeah, the 400. Yes, yeah, Chewy was streaming it. I saw a bit of that. Okay, so let's have a look at our legs here. So here's our star at 9,000 and 6, 7. So hips is going to be our, yeah. What was it? Let's have a look. See. Oh dear. Okay. So yeah, hipsters are our final there. Five sectors around the world and back in the same flight number. Yeah, wow. So, hipster, 3,700. Okay, well, we've still got time. What we may do is right now is pull up our latest 4-year-old APB. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Send. Sometimes it's really quick, sometimes it's really slow. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Going to do some Jetstar flights in Australia this week. In what aircraft? A320, yeah, right. Do you stream at all? You stream sometimes. Okay, cool. It's all set up. All interesting. So what's this? Ballina to Mackay to Hamilton Island, is it? Did I get that right? Ballina, Mackay, Hamilton Island. From Sydney. In Brisbane, yeah, right. Yeah, I've got ortho all the way down. Well, I've actually got Zoom level 14 ortho for all of Australia, but down the coast I've got some nicer ortho. Well, I don't know if we've made it further than we did last night. I think we have. It's very odd that we would crash. Did I leave the door open? Yeah, I did. I'm not going out to get that. Plonk. Wow, that looks nice over there. Look at that little valley. I have my trusty FTX Australia. Love my PD. Yeah, I have not had crash. I have not had crashes for months. But I have to say, pushing in VR is a lot different from 2D. There's just more of a chance of crashing, if any, when you're in VR. So you went a year without a single crash. Oh, nice. Then I couldn't even get off the ground. What happened? Windows. I hate reinstalling Windows. Let's pull this back a bit. Still got at least 100. Well, ATIS is right here. What do we got? 3022. So the weather doesn't look too bad out there, does it? You hate Windows in general. If I do a stream tomorrow, it'll probably be around midday. I'll have to remember to follow you before we finish tonight, so I can see it pop up. I'd definitely like to have a look-see. I may be doing something, but you know, might be around for sure. We'll have a look at it. 121. Well, it's ticking away. 0207. I didn't even start my chrono. How crap is that? Might be A320 or 717. Oh yeah, either or. You know what, I see lots of A320, so if I see the 717, I'm pretty sure I used to have a 717 in FSX way back in the day. Yeah, I did have a number of aircraft. I definitely had the PMGD 737, and I had a 727, I had a 767, and I definitely had a 717 as well. Never had a 757. .757 looks fun, the new one. What is there one in P3D? A Captain Sim. Pretty sure I had a Captain Sim back in the day. Did Captain Sim do 767 as well? Ah, look at that headwind, it's not really doing us any favours, is it? Yeah, I think that's what I had. I don't know who did the 727, that was pretty good. I remember the manual being pretty big for that. But it costs as much as a PMDG plane. And it's nowhere near the same level. Oh really? Oh wow. Sorry, we're going to just stick our head out the window a touch just so we can... It looks pretty nice. You know what, let's have a stand up. Ah. Okay, stretch the old legs. Welcome to anyone who joined us. We are obviously flying the Zibo. We just flew out of Idaho Falls and we're headed for Portland. So we're about halfway through our flight here, and it looks like our descent is in about 98 nautical miles. We'll start to think about changing altitude. Actually, our altimeter. There's a little strip down there too. So far so good. We decided to do a bit of an afternoon evening flight, but it looks like our sun is not going down anytime soon, so that's okay. We'll go with what we got. It's good to see some scenery. It's a bit hazy out there. Let's have a look in our other seat. I like to get around a bit. Wow, that looks nice. All I can see is the darkness of the night. Well, that's cool too. I like night flights. Excuse me. Okay, we do have something. Apparently we have some terrain. A little bit to... Doesn't seem to be very high. Anyway. There is a cool add-on for B3G that I use that creates dynamic static air traffic. And if you... There's something... Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got to start doing BatSim myself. Obviously you'll be on BatSim right now. I've got to be able to map. Gotta be able to map, push to talk on these. Hey again, hey Rens, welcome back. Good to see you, man. Hey again, I took your advice and installed the 4-point stream. We only got California, but so far it looks amazing. Too bad it takes so long to convert. Yeah, well, yeah, it does take a bit of time. And California is a pretty big folder, so BatSim is fun. Might be a challenge in VR though, because you need to write stuff down. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess only, well, probably only thing I probably need to really write down is clearance, isn't it? But also too, you can use the scratch pad in FMC though. Definitely worth it. Yep. So is I don't know if you looked at the Fork Boy page on Explain.org, but down the bottom it shows all the conversion. It shows this conversion add-on. If you go in there, and it's got a couple of command files in there. Now, obviously, in the folder that you get with the Fork Boy stuff, there's also batch files in there to do the conversion. But the one that's linked in the page, there's one that's called ASAP. And what it does, it also uses your GPU to do it, and you can set how many files that the GPU you can do. So obviously, depending on how good your GPU is, you do more files. If it's not so great, you do less. Like I think with 1080 Ti, you can get it to do like 60% or something or other like that. So it speeds it up a lot. I have a Ryzen 2, so it does encoding and all that type of stuff faster than what my Intel ever did. So I guess there's that. But you know, you put it on overnight, it's pretty good. But who knows, Renz? One day you'll have all of the West Coast or even more. I've got California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona. Yeah, right. Oh, don't get me wrong, you know, Intel will still get better frames than what a Ryzen will, and you know, that's what everyone goes off. But like, I'm streaming 1080p 16 frames in VR on the same computer, and you know, it's running pretty good. You know, I get the occasional problem and stutter and stuff, but it's doing pretty good. I'm really happy with it, and it's on the stock 6700K. Can't get it over 4.5. Sits at 90 degrees. Wow, at 4.6. And you don't get any crashes. Oh, that's pretty decent. You have an 8700K with no overclock or anything. You got a 1080 Ti there as well. How are we going here? Is anybody watching the aircraft? Is anyone watching this aircraft? Because I certainly aren't. 54 nautical miles to go. Feel like top of descent, that is. You have a 1070. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I had, before this I had a 970, I think it was. But, yeah, I find that, so soon they gave you a 1070. Wow. Yeah, I have the 1080 Ti for the VR. I think you really need it. Also, you know, we really need Vulkan. That is going to be good. I'll wait for Vulkan. Okay, have a look at 47 nautical miles. We're getting there. Everything's running okay. Looks like we may have a bit of an ortho tile thing happening over there, but that happens. You're sitting on 15 frames sometimes. Ooh. Any idea if Folkboy did some European scenery as well? Yeah, no, he hasn't. I know he's done Mexico at 14, done Australia at 14, but no, he hasn't. See, he hasn't finished the States either, so he's getting there, but it's a lot of work. Oh, jeez. Sorry guys, bit of a yawn there. I would love there to be some, I just really like the fact that he does it and it makes it really easy. It means I don't have to go through making hundreds of tiles. You know, I've got the Lindemans for in New Zealand, and that is fantastic. If you really want a really good set of sceneries, go and get the Lindemans photographic set of New Zealand. It is awesome, really enjoyable. You know, New Zealand's a great place to fly around, for sure. How are we going? 35 nautical miles. Okay, let's start bringing this down, because I know that it takes a while to do. So I didn't see if there was actually a definitely takes a while. I need to speed this up a bit. It's like watching paint dry. There we go. Let's throw that down to 9,000. I did my first ILS auto landing yesterday, but the plane didn't flare for some reason. It was a hard landing. It was at a Cat 3 runway. I know. I actually did one the other day too, and it didn't flare either. Actually, it didn't like it at all. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to really do that. I don't think it was a Cat 3 runway, by the way. Okay, so at least now we can actually descend. That's always a plus. We've got a bit of stuff happening here. Are you pretty sure it was a Cat 3? What else is there? Did you have both autopilot? Did you have Command A and B on? I'm not much for auto landings. What aircraft were you in? Sorry about that. You're in the Zibo. Yeah, the one I tried the other day didn't work either, so. Ooh, what do we got over here? We've got a bit of a mountain. Let's have a look over this side again. Looks like the terrain is definitely flattened out a bit. Put my feet up. Yep, so we follow the river in here. Missed approach, climb to 2100, then turn left 4000. Well, that's not going to happen. I don't think so. I think it's okay, Samso. I think I let Nightbot see links. Oh, what's Nightbot going to do? He's just going to say, don't do that. I'm pretty sure I disabled it though. I know that when I first started there was like anyone who put a link in there would say, no, don't do that. There you go. I can't see it, but what are we looking at? Oh, maybe I can look. Wait a second, let's have a look, see. Oh, nice one. Very nice. Ah, cheers for that. I'll have a better look when I'm not in VR. Okay. Looks to me yeah, nice screenshots. Like I said, I'll have a better look when I'm not in VR. Okay, engine's gonna retard in a sec. Get ready for that. The descent is there she goes. Just grabbing our profile. Retard. It's armed again, ready to go. Yeah, we're on our way down. Oh, it's not too bad, but I guess I'm more used to it than others. You know, I can play videos in here. Not that I'm going to. But, like, here's the Twitch timer over here. There's not much really. I'm going to keep your page up. There's not much really that I have open at the moment. But yeah, no, look. 330 Virgin Atlantic. Is that what airport's that? What airport is that? That's the Embraer, isn't it? Yeah. Where is London City? What about the 74? Is that Sydney? London City. I don't think I've ever. San Francisco. Alright. Well, they didn't. See, VR does not like me playing around too much in Dash. Yeah, at least you set this command to be of so the DC does not exist. I don't actually know what that means. The bottom A34 is Heathrow. Okay. In California, anything into Palm Springs is awesome. Yep. You could do any of those into Palm Springs. You can go San Diego into Palm Springs. You could do you know, LA to Palm Springs. I wonder, does Lake Tahoe, is that's really quite on the edge of California, isn't it? If Lake Tahoe is actually in California, that's a good one. That's a great little approach. Okay, we're on our way down. I'm just gonna break out into here for 1 second. Bear with me. Just because Dash. Oh, Oh, come on. Okay, we're on our way, 26,000 feet, looking good. Yeah, so yeah, playing around in dash too much is not the best for our flight. But luckily we do not have to do too much. What do we say for headwind 35 knots? Ain't that the truth? $3,700, and that was it. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we're having issues. What? Don't you crash. What are you doing? What is going on? Am I going to lose it? What is going on here? No, we might be okay. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're still here. Okay. What do we got? Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I know we're in Oregon, but I'm wondering if the new version of the scenery up here is having a little bit of a go. What I do need to make sure too is that I don't have the UHD mesh. I don't think I do. We're okay still. I'm just trying to think if there's much I've actually changed lately, and I don't think there has been. Oh, another airport. Well, a couple of airports down there. Everyone's still hanging in there. Did I shock yous? I assume everyone's still here. Okay. I'm here. I label the screenshots now, by the way. Okay, cool. I'll definitely have a better look after. I had to actually close down that link, so I'll have to search that link again in the chat. Just wanted to close down a couple of things, which I should have done really. Well, we are still in our profile, which is good. 18,000 feet. What we do need to remember is our anchors here, and going to here, 3022. Okay, looks like we're there, so let's pop that over and bring this up. Now I did kind of sink these. 3022. Are they still synced? Yes, they are. You know, when you don't have an FO, it's good to have these two synced so you can actually get them done without having to reach over all the time. Look, lady, it's very exciting on my 7.7 flight. We are step climbing. Definitely something I need to look into, this step climbing business. I don't know much about that. Okay, let's have a look at our legs. Okay, well, let's because I'm a bit bored myself, I'm gonna throw these things happening here. Making a flight plan now. Hey Renz, swap it around the other way. Do San Diego to Palm Springs. You'll enjoy that more. Flight level 320 to flight level 340. So what do? You get to 320, wait for a bit, and then go up again. Basically, when you do a long flight, sometimes you're too heavy plane, like they can cruise. Ah, okay. So you just start off as high as you can. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So it's just like flight level 320, hang out for a bit, and then you go up to whatever it is, 34. Well, here we come. Look, we seem to be quite low. Pretty nice, actually. Let's bring up a bit. Okay, now we're on our descent. So what we're going to do is jump in here, 110.50. There we go, beauty. Let's have a look at our legs here. It's quite a we're quite low, aren't we? How's our terrain looking at the moment? It's interesting how low we are already. Okay, looks like we're doing a bit of a decel. We're at 12,000. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that I can't actually see any terrain on the radar. I feel the sun is starting to shine a little different. Ah, and here we go. We're actually going to get some terrain in here. So at Schaefer 6.7. What's he got? Right, he's starting to give me jutters again. Really? Why are you doing this to me? Why, oh why? I don't get it.
1,000 to go.
Oh, it is so good to fly in VR. It really is. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting... Why. I don't think anything's really changed for me lately. I think a couple of little jutter businesses seem to be okay. And then it gives me some more little jutters and yeah, I think we're okay though. I think it's got a bit underneath us, but I'm getting these little bit of stutters again. I don't actually know why. It's really weird. Like right now, it's running just sweet, and then it'll have a hold. But we soldier on. Seems like they're quite the low approach, doesn't it? Like we're not that far off the ranges. But we're still on profile, so I thought we said hipster was it is 3700 drag required. Oh, you think so? Okay, you say so. You're the boss. Well, looking quite nice out there actually. Oh, a lot of airports out there. Wow, heaps. You know, they may even be things like heliports and seaports. What do you actually need for VR? I never really got into it. I guess it's just a headset and some graphics card. Yeah, you need a nice powerful system. Don't land too quickly. 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure we've got to be a bit more time than that, Sam. Yeah, you need a powerful system, good graphics card. That's about it really. A couple of touch controllers. A lot of people don't use touch controllers much, but okay. We are still slowing down, which is always good. Hipster will be our final, I think. Let me say, pretty much. Do I dare have a look at that? Do I dare have a look? Hipster turret. Yeah, hipster's cool. Okay. Come on, VR. Don't start. Coming into Reedy right now. I want to hit about 180 knots on kind of final. I think let's put out. I think we should be good with 2. The glide slope is coming on in. Would it work with? I think you can get away with it on a 1070 for sure. You just got to tweak the settings. Also depends on, you know, how hard you run your CPU as well. See if we can grab a VOR lock here. Well, it's looking quite nice out there. Sun going down. You know, it's always going to be tough on things like sims and stuff like that. Because let's face it, they've got a lot of things to do. What I might do is just put some flaps on, get our speed brakes out. Ooh. Yeah, stick our approach on. Okay, at Hipston we need to be 3700, but we're not there yet, so... hopefully we'll get there. Oh, come on.
1,000 to go.
Seems to think we should be a bit higher. Oh, why do we not have LNAV on? Oh, that's why, because we've got our approach on. Coming round, I'm going to throw some more flaps in here because we seem to be coming in. I can see the runway. Yes, we're doing ILS. Hopefully it grabs it. Looks like our glide slope is coming back. Now we're coming in on 28 left, so well, let's have a look at, we're going to configure ourselves with 136. Glide slope's coming in, let's put down our gear. We do have the glide slope. Seems they wanted us to come in slow, so we're gonna get ourselves a bit slower. Actually, I'm gonna bring that back further, and then I'm gonna tuck speed brakes away. I really like a not good old ILS. Oh, come on, why are you doing? I don't get it. It was 136, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Yes, it was. +5. Looks like the sun is going down. It looks like
2,500.
we seem to be a little bit lit up down there, which is nice. By the way, I see lots of pilots using the heading knob without actually using the heading select. That's just basically they put, which is definitely a good idea, just in case they've got to have to do a go around or something like that. They've got their heading they can use whenever they want it. So if it was somewhere else, they'd obviously have to swing it around to the right place they want. But having it on the heading that you're going, you can use it a lot easier. So that's why they use the knob, but they don't use the heading select. Okay, are we coming down? We're at 2,000 to go. Let's see if we can actually grab our reverses today. Yeah, it was preset just in case. We're a little jumpy here, I don't know why. It's just kind of a bit, I don't know what's been happening lately. I may have to start streaming in 720p maybe. 1800 to go. I think we're all set here. Coming in. Maybe a restart does one of this. Yeah, well, actually, you know what? I don't know if I actually restarted before I actually did this flight. I only do one flight a night though, Ren, so this will be us for tonight. Okay, off we come. Come on, I can't land if it's doing that. Oh, yes, yeah, I slowed us down, seems so. Here we go. Pretty much ready to go here. So we're gonna take the aircraft. There we go. It's my aircraft here. It's gonna try to keep her nice. One thousand.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
So as the sun goes down. Touch slow, need to bring that back. Now this is a Mr. X airport, so, and we do have the nice new textures, so hopefully everything will be sweet. Okay,
500.
let's hit the autopilot. Looking good. Going to get our hand on the throttle here, just in cases. I'm going to have to
400.
pull her off anyway.
$300. $200. $100. $50. $40. $30. $20. $10.
And we're down. Oh, come on, VR. If we can grab those reverses. There we go, we found them.
80 knots.
It's always difficult to get that those reverses. Okay, we can make this runway. See the textures on the, definitely new textures. I think he rends, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Ooh. Here we have it. Where's our terminal, by the way? I would assume. Oh, there it is there. Beautiful, okay. Okay, let's tuck away. Come on there, what are you doing to me? Let's tuck away those flaps. Make sure we'll bring it around this way. Let's take off our flight directors here. Okay, we're travelling a little fast here. It's a nice little airport actually, thanks to Mr. X. Getting a bit okay, let's we're gonna go to C19 right here. We are actually going to go back and check out a landing, so hang about. Yeah, Mr. X definitely makes a good airport scenery, that's for sure, especially free ones. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get out of here and we're going to go check our oops, this is Portland. Okay, so let's go back. Just going to rewind it back. Yeah, this is Portland, Oregon, made by Mr. X. Yep, KPDX, that's the one. Oh. Back we go, hopefully we don't crash. Yeah, his airports are awesome. Okay. Let's get out if we can. It's not really. Oh, where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay. I think we. Wow, these textures on these runways are pretty sweet. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go back a touch. Oops. It's not doing it, is it? Okay. I don't think it's not the textures that are giving me hell. Okay, here we come. Off we go. Oh. Bit of a VR hold there. Let's go back again. We'll have another look. Let's go have a look from underneath. Down the end of the runway there. And here we go. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I could have held it up a touch. I think it might have just dropped a bit. Let's just go back. Oh, let's just go up a bit. Okay. Yeah, I should have pulled back just a touch more. Yeah, it was nice, but hey, let's jump in and let's cut her out, eh? Yeah, okay, so here we are, we're back in here, we're gonna fix everything up and then we'll be done. So that looks good. We should have actually done that. Never mind. Let's just cut her off. I didn't start actually the APU, which is kind of naughty. I always forget to do that. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna quickly just shut everything down, make everything look like it's supposed to look. They can stay. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of issues there. Oh, everything else looks pretty good. No emergency lights, they can come off too. Oh, we didn't do our IRSs. Here we go. Yeah, I always forget to start the APU. VR's giving me hell today, isn't it? Anyway guys, thanks again for joining us on our flight. We actually completed. I still need to find out why I'm getting a little bit of stuff happening there with the old duttery businesses. It's interesting. I don't know if it's these new textures. The funny thing is, it started happening yesterday when I put these in. Maybe I should think about putting the other ones back. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway guys, if you liked our little VR stream here tonight, throw us a like, subscribe or follow depending on what platform you are watching on, just so you know when we're actually going flying again. And we will see you shortly, probably tomorrow night, you never know. Thanks for joining us, and really do appreciate it guys. It's been fun chatting to you guys as usual, and we'll see you on the next one.